இந்த வீடியோ மட்டும் பேசிக் டீச்சர்ஸ் பார்க்க சொல்லிடலாம். அது பார்த்தாலே தெரிஞ்சு இது வந்து கரெக்டா.
எனக்கு நல்லா வியூவா தான் இருக்கு. ஏன் ப்ரோ?
Morning, Rajesh sir. Rajesh sir, good morning, sir. Rajesh sir, good morning, sir. Rajesh sir, please unmute your mic, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Rajesh, we are waiting for Rajesh sir. Once he confirms us, we will start the meeting. Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am? You hear me, ma'am?
Hello, Dr. Gautam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Sir, join ma.
Yes, ma'am. Raja sir, join. Raja sir. Raja sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry.
Raja sir,
Sir,
good
shall we
morning.
start the program?
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for accepted our invitation today for the
Thank you, ma'am.
program. Thank you, sir.
So shall we start our program officially, sir, with the welcome address and felicitation for your activities. Shall we start, sir?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Morning, one and all present. Welcome you all to the program Patents and Copyright. A patent is any assemblage of technologies or ideas that you can put together that nobody put together that day before. Copyright promotes artistic creativity and the free circulation of ideas. Giving an encouragement for others is the most welcome gift. With the quote, now I invite Dr. K. Kumula Devi, Dean School of Commerce, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you. Most respected resource person of the day, our friend Dr. Mr. Raja sir, Assistant Controller of Patent and Design, Patent Office Chennai. Sir is addressing on startups insights. There's a great initiative address on IPR and patent and copyright. This is a topic sir is going to give an valuable ideas. And respected our principal Dr. Balasamy sir, coordinator of this event Dr. Gautam and Dr. Venkatesh from SOC, and other resource person of the second session Vaishnavi Rajalakshmi. She is an CEO of Cosmo One Coimbatore. So this is an stuff today we are going to discuss. So on behalf of KPR CAS and my own behalf, I extend warm welcome to Raja sir for accepting our invitation and he is ready to give a valuable idea on IPR. Actually, this is an initiative of IIC. Dear children, you want to know about this background of the program first. This is the program. Is audible, sir? Gautam, is audible, pa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's audible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. Dear children, you must understand why we have this kind of program for you. This is called name of Impact Lecture Series. Actually, we are the institution is connected with IIC. IIC means Institution Innovation Council, for which our college is registered. This is IIC's mandate and administered by Central Government of India under MHRD. So this is a great initiative of all higher education institutions for conducting the program on entrepreneurs, IPR, and other related stuffs we are going to discuss. This is a concept our institution is registered in the month of November 2020. So we have an 1 year old of this experience of IIC. The IIC is continuously encouraging us, if higher education institution, to inviting the resource person like Raja sir and Varshini madam. These are all the things. So why we are give much importance mean we can create an entrepreneurial skill among young minds. This is an only one idea in our mind behind we are associated with IIC. This is a program sponsored by IIC also. So this is an aspect what we are expecting from the student community. Their children, please come up with some startups, some policies, ideas, proto, whatever things. This is a platform, exhibit your talents, that too for IPR, that too for entrepreneurship and other culture. This is in the juncture. I congratulate the initiative taken by Dr. Gautam and Dr. Venkatesh, coordinating this concept in proper manner and connecting the students in the right aspect. Once again, I welcome Dr. Raja sir, Assistant Controller of Patents and Design, Patent Office Chennai, for accepting our invitation to come to here for presenting things. Welcome you, sir. My wholehearted welcome to our principal, Dr. Balasamy sir. He is a person to encourage very well in all domain. For the IIC is a concept, he only introduced to our minds for why not we are not concentrating on the IIC. Such a way he motivated us, so ourselves became a member of the IIC forum. So in this juncture, I welcome our principal Balasamy sir also. I'm extremely happy to welcome the fellow professors of SOC for having this kind of buckets to making our institution in the next level. So I welcome you all. My most welcome and respect to my young children always. So you are the future India, you are the current India, you are only taking our institution and our country in a different manner. Once again, I welcome you all for this great impact lecture series, which was sponsored by IIC MHRD on the title IPR, Patent and Copyright, which addressed by Raja sir. Thank you all.
Thank you. People hear you on the level you speak to them. Speak from your heart and they will hear from theirs. It's time to introduce our resource person. I call upon Mr. C. Gautam, Associate Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, to introduce the resource person.
So it's a great privilege for me to introduce today's resource person, Mr. A. Raja, who is working as Assistant Controller of Patents and Designs, Group Gazetted Officer, Group A Gazetted Officer, Indian Patent Office, Chennai since 2015. And worked as Examiner of Patents and Designs for 12 years in the field of electronics, communication, computer science, and engineering. His duties patents are numerous and his scope is immense. He did his training in various institutions regarding the intellectual property right, copyright, and other procedures in various institutes. IPO, UNISA for Intellectual Property Specialization Program from 2009 to 2007. And also he did 2 weeks legal training at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property. Apart from assistant controller, he is also a trainer in the imparted technical and legal training for 300 officers in the entry-level rank of Examiner of Patents and Designs at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Property. And he did his international training and workshop. He worked in the field of computer-related inventions and patenting. So we are very happy to have such an eminent resource person regarding intellectual property rights. So we are very happy to have you.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's a very pleasant morning to meet you, all of you, in a very big manner. I mean, I've seen a lot of more than 200 participants. More than 200 participants joining this webinar conducted by IIC and your college. And your principal, madam, has rightly pointed out, you are the people. I mean, the students are the people who are the backbone and the pillars of our country, who has immense potential and innovative ideas. A lot of new ideas and novel ideas, which can be converted or implemented as in a form of entrepreneurship, so that you can also get the benefit as an individual, as an innovator, and also you give the benefit to the society as well, and also at country at large. So that is the main objective of this webinar. Who is, I mean, the IEC and your college is in collaboration with your college is taking the pioneering step towards achieving a Himalayan task. Of course, getting an entrepreneurship skill is very difficult. Difficult in the sense it cannot be fed. It has to be, I mean, like it has to be learned from each and everyone. It has to be learned from each and everyone on their own. Entrepreneurship skill is not an, it has to be taught. Of course, you can be directed, or you can be given a direction where you can go in a proper manner. But the thing is like, what are the things I have to do? Whether the entrepreneurial skill is very much necessary for marketing my product, or selling my product, or commercializing the product, whatever I have found out, whatever I innovated. So these skills, it has to be practiced each and every day as on your own, not to be taught. I mean, of course, your teachers, I mean, your professors and your college will give you the direction and suggestions. And as a resource person, we will also be in a position to give a proper direction only, but it has up to you, the students, who has to take up the initiative and then to proceed in a proper direction. So that is what I mean. I'm not a big entrepreneur. I mean, the next speaker who is from the corporate, they can give you the better idea about how to become a entrepreneur, how to make a institution or the company in a better manner. But before setting up any entrepreneur or before setting up a company or institution, whatever it is like, the main idea is like you should have some innovative idea. I mean, you should have. I mean, the innovative idea, it doesn't come from anybody else. It is the creation of your own mind. Creation of your own mind. Whatever you create, the idea, the new idea, that idea, if it is implemented in a proper manner with a methodology, with the process, or with a product or a device, in whatever the format, then that particular innovative idea has to be protected. It has to be protected. Unless or otherwise it is protected in a proper manner, your own idea will go in a waste. Then you can't become, I mean, you don't have the facility to become an entrepreneur if your own innovative idea is stolen by somebody else or infringed by somebody else. So that particular idea, whatever it is, like, I mean, it may be innovative or it may not be innovative at that point of time. But if it is configured or if it is implemented in a proper device or a format or a methodology or a process or in the form of a drug or whatever it is like, then that particular process or innovative idea, if it is commercialized in a proper manner, you will get the economic benefit out of it. Then you become the entrepreneur and you will get the economic value of that particular innovative idea. So it all starting from the seed is from the whole seed is coming from the innovative idea. So innovative idea, okay, sir, I have an innovative idea, how to protect it. So this is the main objective of this particular webinar. I mean, this session, which talks about what are the different forms of intellectual property rights, the importance of intellectual property rights. So intellectual property rights is nothing but it is a creation of mind. It is an intangible property. It can be seen or it cannot be seen, or it can be implemented, it cannot be implemented, whatever it is. But if it should be in a implementable form. If it is an implementable form, then that particular innovative idea or the intangible property which is created from your own mind, that has to be protected properly. I think my screen is visible there. The importance of IPR, patents. I mean, the organizer, the Gautam, or anybody can give you the reply.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. So I am actually coming from the Government of Office, Government of India, from the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Of course, the introduction has been given by the convener, and we are going to have a session on importance of IPR, intellectual property rights. This is my office address, and my email ID is a.raja@nic.in. If you have any queries or further clarifications, suggestions, you can write to me. Yes. What is an intellectual property? Intellectual property in the suppose, I mean, I can talk in Tamil also, right? I mean, I can converse in Tamil. Gautam? So most of the students can understand. Hello? Fine.
Yes.
Okay. So I have seen an example or a situation, ஒரு அம்மணி வந்து ஸ்கூட்டில போயிட்டே இருக்காங்க. She was riding very in a fast manner, and she was wearing the earpiece and she was listening to her music, and with the side stand open, and everybody is surprised and everybody wanted to help her to say that the side stand is open, she has to close it. But she is not listening to her. Since she is not knowing what is happening in her vehicle, whatever it is, like the vehicle or scooty or whatever it is. So many see it as a, problem. But what kind of a solution can be given? If the side stand is open, the mechanical engineer or the mechanic who is in the process of doing the troubleshooting of the vehicle, he thinks that he may come out with an idea, like it may be a simple idea, or it may be a complex idea or complex solution. It may be a simple solution for a complex problem, or it may be a simple complex solution for a simple problem. So it may be whatever it is. Like if the solution, if the solution is given by the mechanical or mechanic, like giving an alert signal or giving a beep sound that triggers the driver that something is happening in my vehicle, so that I can close the stand. So that is a solution. That is a novel solution. That particular solution, how it is implemented. The the electrical wire is connected with the sensors to the engine with the side stand. If it is open, it gives the beep sound in a bigger manner, and if it is closed, no, there is no beep sound. So this simple solution can be protected. It is an intangible property. It is a creation of the mind from the individual inventor. And if you think that if it is not protected by anybody else, and if it is a novel one, if it is a new one, then that particular solution has to be protected properly through intellectual property office. For example, if in the case of tangible properties like the physical registration of physical land or plot or flat, whatever it is, like what is the procedure? Like we locate all the land, the boundary, and then the documentation, like the parent documentation or the various documents related to the registration of that particular document, physical property has to be ascertained by the bank for taking the loan, and also it has to be ascertained or verified by the documentation verifying officer, like an advocate. He checks all the previous owners of the physical property, and if there is no problem in that, then that particular the particular document is registered under the name of the person who is purchasing that land or whatever. So these documents will be produced before producing to the sub-register office. Before producing to the sub-register office, the documents has to be verified in a, it has to be drafted properly by the document writer. And before drafting the document, the document verification has to be done by the the bank for the loan processing. And for the document verification, it has to get the certificate from the advocate or the person who is handling the verification of the document. So only after producing all these required documents to the sub-register in the registration office, the particular property after registration, after putting the income certificate, the name of the person who has purchased that particular plot or flat will come into effect. Only then you will become the proud owner of that particular property. இதுதாங்க simple. இது வந்து registration office-ல நடக்கிற ஒரு simple for registration of a physical property. For registration or protecting the intellectual property of your own idea or for your own product, innovative idea, like the simple solution of what I gave you now in the vehicle, that particular solution, if it has to be documented properly, and then it has to be produced to the IPR office. The patent officials or the IPR officials like me will check for all the worldwide database whether that particular document is solution is a new one worldwide, and whether it gives the commercial viability or not. And after checking and verifying all the documentation, the particular solution, like giving the beep sound, alert signal to the rider for that site stand to be open, that solution will be registered under your name, and you can enjoy the benefit, the legal and royal benefits of your intellectual property, intangible property, the creation of mind for a period of 20 years or more than that, for a certain period of period, which is assigned by the IPR office. So it is like maybe why I'm trying to say this what is that simple stand solution stand. It may be simple solution. ஒரு பெரிய இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியானா வந்து நான் வந்து ஒரு உலகத்தையே புதுசா ஒரு சேட்டலைட்டை தான் வந்து நான் ஐ ஹாவ் டு எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் அப்படின்ற அவசியமே இல்லை. No need for you to find a big complex solution. Of course, there are much more people, educated people are there, are I mean the people who are expertise in that field, they can also find out. So this IPR protection for getting an idea, innovative idea, no need of having a biggest, highest qualification or highest education qualification. The thing is like you should have some innovative idea. That is a major point here I would like to stress upon. So it may be engineers தான் அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. I mean even it may be a farmer. For example, the தேங்காய் நார் உரிக்கிற மெஷின் இருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, அந்த மெஷின்ல வந்து யார் கண்டுபிடிச்சதுன்னா ஒரு ஃபார்மர். ஸோ சிம்பிள் சேஃப்டி பின் ஒரு இனோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியா தான். அந்த காலத்துல it was like invented in that period, and even the safety pin was protected in the IPR office. So the idea may start from the safety pin to satellite. So it may be any kind of simple solution to a complex solution. So it is a creation of mind. Intangible property is a creation of mind, and the intellectual property, it is coming under the category of intellectual property. So intellectual property la பாத்தீங்கன்னா தமிழ்ல சொல்ல போனோம்னா இந்திய அறிவுசார் சொத்துரிமை, intellectual property, அறிவுசார் சொத்துரிமை. ஸோ உங்கள் அறிவு சார்ந்த சில ஐடியாக்களை வந்து ஐடியா மட்டும் இல்லை, அந்த ஐடியாவை ஒரு ப்ராடக்டாவோ ப்ராசஸாவோ இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த பர்டிகுலர் அறிவு சார்ந்த சொத்து உரிமையை நீங்க உங்க மேல உரிமையை ஆக்கி கொள்ளணும்னா அதை வந்து ஐபிஆர் ஆஃபீஸ்ல ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணணும். இந்த ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் தென் வந்து கமர்ஷியலைஸ் பண்ணலாமா, மார்க்கெட் பண்ணலாமான்றது நெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ராசஸ் ஆஃப் டூயிங் இன்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் ப்ராசஸ் ஆஃப் மேக்கிங் இட் ஹேப்பன் டு பிகம் an entrepreneur. ஸோ நம்ம வந்து ஒரு ரைட் டைரக்ஷன்ல போறோமா இல்லையான்றது வந்து ஒரு ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் ஸ்கில்ல வந்து நம்ம இருக்கா இல்லையா நம்ம செக் பண்ணோம்னா யூ ஷுட் ஹேவ் சம் இனோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியா இன் ஆர்டர் டு டெவலப் யுவர் ஓன் பிஸ்னஸ். ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் ஐடியா கூட இருக்கலாம். அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் ஐடியா ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாவா இருந்ததுன்னா அதை வந்து எப்படி நம்ம ப்ரொமோட் பண்ணணும்னா இட் ஷுட் பி இன்னோவேட்டிவ் திங். ஒரு புதுசா ஒரு விஷயத்தை நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வில் பி ஐ மீன் attracted towards that particular point, towards the particular idea, and then your business will flourish and you will get the benefit out of it. Benefit in having the economic benefit thaanga, benefit in having the commercialization, and of course you will get them money out. That is why the intellectual property is under the banner of Ministry of Commerce and Industries. So various forms of IPR la pathina patents, which is more technical, and designs, industrial designs, trademarks, geographic indications, trade secrets, and then layout of integrated circuits, protection of plant varieties, and Farmers' Rights Act, traditional knowledge, copyrights. So இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா different forms of IPR. The first one is patents, PATENTS, patent. It is not patents, it is patents. Of course, to get a patent certificate, you should have more patience. Of course, that is needed. That is need of the art. And designs, industrial designs. என்ன வேணா இருக்கலாம் டிசைன்ஸ்ல. Trademarks, GI, copyrights, layout of integrated circuits, protection of plant varieties, ஒரு new plant variety கூட இருக்கலாம், and Farmers' Rights Act. So whatever it is like. So இதெல்லாம் தான் different forms of IPR. Take for example, and I'm coming again back to the another example like tea. So morning எழுந்து ஒரு sip of a tea, நம்ம ஒரு டீ குடிக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். So அந்த டீல வந்து எத்தனை forms of IPR பாருங்க. Of course, before drinking a tea, brushing your teeth. என்ன சார் பல்லு வளர்க்கறதெல்லாம் சொல்றீங்க அப்படின்னு காமெடியாக நினைக்கலாம். Of course, the brush, the design of the brush இருக்கு பார்த்தீங்களா, அந்த அதையும் வந்து ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் டிசைனா நீங்க வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். So you have a different shapes of brushes and the bristle structure and even the handle structure, the design of a handle, the design of a brush, and the backside design which cleans your tongue. So the design of a brush is adu or industrial property, industrial designs now, industrial designs. Of course sir, idla patent la eppadi sir varum, brushing of the teeth, the procedure of brushing of the teeth. Of course நம்ம வந்து ஒரு ப்ரஷ்ஷை வந்து ப்ரஷ் பண்றோம்னா நம்ம வந்து ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் பேக்ல வந்து நம்ம ப்ரஷ் பண்ணுவோம். அப்கோர்ஸ் without our knowledge, that's what we are doing it in the morning. But that should not be the case when you go to the dental physician. He will say that the procedure for brushing is totally absurd, whatever you are doing. So it should be like upward and downward, so that the gums will be safe, and the enamel of your teeth will be safe, and it will not be eradicated or erased when you do the upward and forward direction. Of course நமக்கு அந்த விஷயம் தெரியாது. இதை ஒரு ப்ராப்ளமா ஒருத்தர் நினைச்சு அந்த பிரஷ்ஷை வந்து பிரஷிங் ப்ரொசீஜரை வந்து நமக்கு ட்ரிகர் பண்றதுக்காக, ஒரு தெரிவிக்கிறதுக்காக அதுல ஒரு நாவல் மெத்தடாலஜியை ஒருத்தர் இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அந்த பர்டிகுலர் மெத்தடாலஜியை வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா that can be protected under patents. So the procedure of brushing upward and downwards அப்படி பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஒரு kind of signal or kind of noise will be produced. So it makes you the sense, it senses, or it gives you the sense saying that you are doing in the right direction. I mean, you are brushing in the right direction. And if you are doing in this front and forth, front and back, then it gives another sound which makes you say that or sense, makes you or trigger, which gives you a trigger that you are doing in the wrong direction. So this particular brush பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அது வந்து particular brushing mechanism or the methodology or the methodology ஓட இருக்கிற brush வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா that is patentable. ஸோ அதை வந்து அவர் அறிவுசார் சொத்துரிமையா நீங்க வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த பேஸ்ட், தி காம்போசிஷன் ஃபார்முலா இன்வால்வ் இன் that also can be protected under the chemical formula, so that can also be patented. So பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பிரஷிங்ல எடுத்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னாவே அந்த bristles, so இது எல்லாமே அந்த another one thing, Colgate, Palmolive, and these are the brands which gives you the sense of satisfaction or attraction towards a particular branding value. That is nothing but trademarks. So ஒரு trademark மூலமா தான் trademark, for example like lion dates அப்படின்னு ஒன்று வச்சுக்கோங்க. நம்ம lion ஞாபகம் வந்தோடனே நமக்கு வந்து ஞாபகம் வருது என்ன, dates. So lion is somewhere else. Lion is nothing but the animal which lives in the forest. But the person who is in the innovative idea, he brings that lion in the forest and connect it with the the most distinguished product like the dates. Means that if advertisement itself, commercial advertisement itself says that when you eat that dates, you become the strength of a lion. You have the strength of the lion. So these two different things are connected, and it gives you the brand value. So if a lion ஆரம்பிச்சாலும் நமக்கு சிங்க ஞாபகத்துக்கு பதில் dates தான் ஞாபகம். That is the branding value. That is the trademark. So each and every product, whatever you use, from the brushing of the teeth till you go to the bed, on the coir on bed, everything is falling under the category or under the umbrella of IPR products. So after taking the bath, before taking the bath, you switch on the electrical thing, the brand values are Havels or whatever the switch boxes, and the geyser and the heater. So kind of new product from coming from that brand value. That particular product with the new features, that is patentable. The technological features that are patentable, and the shirt you wear, and the chappal, even the design of a chappal shoe, that is coming under the category of industrial designs. So then when you ride a bike, I like this bike, and with this model, and with this engine technology. So engine technology, there are two big fight went in that time, like with TVS Apache and the Bajaj, another company. They were fighting each other for their single product for the patented technology, for the engine, for their engine technology. So the still fighting is going on. Both the people have been given the IPR protection, and they were saying that you copied mine and I copied yours, and still the fighting is going on like that. And the mobile phone, whatever you use, the brand value, I like my iPhone, since you like the features in that, and you like the design of the mobile, for which you go for the different brand. So whatever the food you eat, I go to Ananda Bhavan and I eat this particular food. So I go to this particular hotel, Sarana Bhavan, and I like this food. So it gives a branding value and it attracts the customers. And this is how the entrepreneurship skills have been promoted from the seed of innovative idea. So எல்லாருமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு branding value, you have to maintain it and you have to promote your product not only by giving the commercial advertisement. It is, see, of course there are you can say, you can give me the argument saying that sir, it's not because of the innovative product. I absolutely reject it. It is only, you can say that, you can argue that it is because of the advertisement it has been reaching to the public. Of course advertisement is reaching to the public through media, but of course if your particular product has the potential of innovative idea or the new features, only then the customers will be attracted towards it, even though it has a brand value or not brand value. That is different. So even the non-branding value also have the potential of innovative idea which has been used by the minority of the people. I mean, it all depends on the people, how the consumers are attracted towards your branding. I mean, of course, the advertisement and commercial things are playing a big role in this scenario. Okay. Now coming to the example of tea. So the tea la pathina ethna different examples, I mean different forms of IPR ku pathina ஒரு டீ பத்தி ஒரு புக்ஸ் நீங்க எழுதுனீங்கன்னா that is copyrightable. So a nice cup of tea அப்படின்னு ஒரு புக்கை நீங்க ஒரு எழுதிருந்தீங்கன்னா how to I mean make a tea and how to sip a tea அப்படின்றது ஒரு டீடைல்டா ஒரு கைண்ட் ஆஃப் புக் மாதிரி பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா that particular book can be protected under copyrights. So the particular book author வந்து you can be given a copyrights for more than 50 years from the life of the author. So it all I mean another example is patents. Patents எப்படி இருக்குன்னா the tea products யூஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி ஒரு kettle design பண்ணீங்கன்னா that kettle with a new dimensions, with a new designs, that is coming under the category of industrial designs. The look and feel of the products such as the cups and packaging can be protected through industrial designs. Tea related inventions such as kettles, filtering solutions, even the filtering solutions, the methodology on the process, that also can be protected under patents. So patents பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is more and more technical rather than the other forms of IPR like TMR, trademarks or copyrights, whatever. The tea production methodologies also can receive the patent protection. If you go and visit the tea companies in Kerala or Assam or Darjeeling, you have plenty of brands and you have plenty of tea products and you have plenty of tea production methodologies which can be protected, which is liable for patent protection. Great secrets have been now a particular tea recipe நீங்க கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா that particular recipe if it is has the commercial viability, then it can be protected under trade secrets. Trade secrets la ponaanga. So another form is IPR. Another form of IPR is geography indications. Geography indications புவிசார் குறியீடு. அந்த பர்டிகுலர் டீ அந்த ரீஜியன்ல மட்டும்தான் நல்லா வளரும். ஊட்டி டீ, டார்ஜிலிங் டீ, அஸ்ஸாம் டீ, அஸ்ஸாம் டீன்னு சொல்லணும். ஏன்னா அஸ்ஸாம்ல அந்த மலைச்சரிவுல with the climatic conditions and with the temperature and with the rainy season and everything, you have the similar temperature, all these things. Because of that, I mean the unique characteristics of the region, because of the unique characteristics of the region, you have the characteristics of the product has directly linked to the characteristics of that particular region. Then that particular product can become liable for geographic indication protection. புவிசார் குறியீடு அந்த பர்டிகுலர் ரீஜன்ல அந்த ஒரு ஏரியால அதுக்கான ஒரு கிளைமேட்டிக் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இருந்து அதுக்கான ஒரு வளர்ப்புத்தன்மை எல்லாமே இருந்து அதன் மூலமா வளர்ற ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட், அதன் மூலமா ஒரு மேனுஃபேக்சர் வர்ற ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து it can be protected under geographic indications. So if ஒரு tea cup எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னாவே you have a different forms of IPR. The tea production methodologies can be protected under patents which are more or less technical, and அதை பத்தி ஒரு புக் எழுதுனீங்கன்னா that is called copyrights. And the tea kettles அந்த மாதிரி எதுனா அந்த டிசைன்ஸ் அந்த கப் அண்ட் சாசர் அந்த டிசைன்ஸ் எல்லாமே வந்து இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் டிசைன்ஸ்ல ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் பண்ணலாம். And the brand value can be protected under trademarks, and the union the regions particular characteristics la kondu vandinga then that can be protected under geographic indications புவிசார் குறியீடு. trade secrets. So another example I can say is, we'll say another example. So it is intellectual property is a protection granted to the owners like you, the creators of intellectual property by the government of India, by the government officials, which has a commercial value. Over product or commercial value irundana, then it should be an expression of the human mind, not ஒரு ஐடியா மட்டுமே இருக்கு. அதை வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் ஒரு ஃபார்மெட்ல கொண்டு வரணும். ஒரு டீ கப் ஃபார்மெட்லயோ இல்லை கெட்டில் ஃபார்மெட்லயோ இல்லை புக் எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் ஆஃப் ஐடியால இருந்தானா, that is forms the liable for IPR protection. So they are territorial nature. They are territorial in nature. So first of all, it is a negative right. It is a negative right. Negative na sir edutone negative ah solringa appadina, it is a negative right in the sense nobody can copy it, third parties cannot copy it, and it is an exclusive right. Of course, it gives an exclusive right to the owner of the people. I mean, you are the owner. And territorial right appadina boundaries. இப்போ ஒரு physical property ஒரு plot வாங்குறோம்னா அதுல boundary values இருக்கு இல்லையா, கிழக்கு மேற்கு தெற்கு வடக்கு அப்படின்றது இந்த 4 directions, north east west, which is facing this direction and which has the length of this one and the breadth of this one. So you have the, if it is registered, then you have the territorial boundary value, that is protection. You can't claim the protection from your own boundary. So that is the way intellectual property பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியாக்குள்ள மட்டும்தான் valid, not other than India. So it is valid in India. IPR protection, if you are given by the government of India, it is valid only in India, not outside India. So licensable right, another is a licensable right in the sense you can give the license to anybody else. அதாவது உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு ஐடியா மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு, அந்த ஐடியா ஒரு எக்ஸ்பிரஷன் ஆஃப் ஐடியா பண்ணிட்டீங்க, ஒரு சர்டிபிகேட்டையும் நீங்க வாங்கிட்டீங்க கவர்மெண்ட் கிட்ட, ஆனா உங்களால அதை வந்து டெவலப் பண்ண முடியல, ஒரு இன்ஃப்ராஸ்ட்ரக்சர் இல்லை, உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு ஃபண்ட் இல்லை அப்படின்ற பட்சத்துல you can give the license to any companies, MNCs, and get the non-disclosure agreement. அதாவது உங்களுக்கும் அவங்களுக்கும் ஒரு அக்ரிமெண்ட் மாதிரி போட்டுட்டு அதன் மூலம் அவங்க வந்து உங்களுடைய ஐடியா வந்து ஒரு ப்ராடக்டா கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா, ஸோ அது மூலம் வர லாபத்தை வந்து நீங்க 2 பேரும் சமமா பிரிச்சுக்கலாம். ஐ மீன் சமமாகவும் எத்தனை விகிதத்திலையோ நீங்க பிரிச்சுக்கலாம். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் லைசன்சபிள் ரைட். So whatever it is, like it has to be registered. It has to be registered, and unregistered rights is also there. That is, I mean, which is used for a long time, and it has been used by your own traditional forefathers. Then it become unregistered rights. So it is a major contributor. IPR forms a major contributor to the economic, and as well as for the individual, and as well as for the micro, small scale, medium enterprises, MSMEs. நீங்க ஒரு entrepreneur ஆகணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு small scale industry நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்னா that also can be possible, and government is giving lot of facilities with respect to the in the MSME sector, and you can become a small industry, and உங்க இண்டஸ்ட்ரி மூலமா ஒரு MSME செக்டார் மூலமா நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் டெவலப் பண்ணீங்க, அதை வந்து IPR ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் பண்ணீங்க, then the MSME can flourish in a right manner. I mean, MSME in the sense micro, small scale, medium enterprises. So I can give you another example, kind of pressure cooker. Pressure cooker, the pressure cooker, the brand values comes with the names, the shape of the logo, pressure, prestige, Hawkins, trademarks. Designs, design of handle, and the design of the shape of induction bottom, like this. These designs can be protected under industrial designs. And patents, safety valve mechanism, how the cooking mechanism is working, whether it is cooking for 1 hour or 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, that cooking mechanism is a safety valve mechanism that is liable for protection for patents. So say for example, another example, if you take, everybody is having our smartphone. Smartphone சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறமா நம்ம ஸ்மார்ட்போன் நம்ம கையில வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் we are not becoming smart, of course, since we are losing our smartness and storing all the data in the smartphone. So that particular technological features and the technical features of the phone, the models, why new models are coming. It's not because since the wireless communication technology, the mobile phone technology phones are being manufactured by the communication industries, MNCs, and they are introducing new phones to attract the consumers, and the new features are nothing but for protection for patentable subject matter, and the design of the phone, front end design, back end design, அதனுடைய டிசைன் எல்லாமே வந்து இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் டிசைன்ஸ்ல ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். And then whatever the pictures you take or the videos you take with the wildlife or your own photos, that is liable for copyright protection. Pictures, images and videos, that is liable for copyright la neenga protect பண்ணலாம். And the integrated circuits naga ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன chip design தானே உங்களுக்கு. So a very large scale integrated circuits. We are in the 6th generation or 7th generation of computers. First generation of computers பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is like Von Neumann machine ல இருந்து 1970s ல இருந்து we are now in 2021, and first generation, second generation, third generation என்ன பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிரான்சிஸ்டர்ஸ் வந்து அதுக்கு அப்புறம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிரான்சிஸ்டர் வந்து ஃபுல்லா எல்லாம் அக்குமுலேட் பண்ணி numerous transistors have been accumulated or fabricated in the integrated circuits, IC chips, and then it becomes a good communication, or it becomes a good electronic device. Angirundha pathina electronic devices have become flourished, and it has got the market in India. So now we are in the small scale integration, third generation, very large scale integration, and then now we are in the 6th generation, like advanced level of VLSI. These integrated circuits, the transistors, which can be protected, and the integrated circuits irukkinga and design வந்து நீங்க protect பண்ணலாம். அதுதான் வந்து layout of integrated circuits and semiconductors act 2012. As per the act 2012, it can be protected on that particular topic. So each and every product can be protected under this IPR format. So ஒரு மொபைல் போன் எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா பேட்டன்ஸ் இருக்கு, இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் டிசைன்ஸ் இருக்கு, கார்ப்பரேட்ஸ்ல பண்ணலாம், லேஅவுட் ஆஃப் இன்டெகிரேட்டட் சர்க்யூட்ஸ் ஆக்ட்ல பண்ணலாம், எவ்ரிதிங் கேன் பி டன். ஐ மீன் ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட்னு எடுத்தீங்கன்னா தி டிசைன் ஆஃப் லேப்டாப், தி டிசைன் ஆஃப் ஷூ, தி டிசைன் ஆஃப் செப்பல், அண்ட் தென் தி பத்தமட பாய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஜார்ஸ் இண்டிகேஷன். இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டிஃபரெண்ட் ஃபார்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் IPR, and it gives an impetus or they are the role model for us. The people who have invented already or innovated already the new products, they are the forefathers us, and with their ideas we can flourish our own ideas, we can give improve our own technical ideas, and then give a new product out of it. So the IPR registration பண்ணனும் சொல்றீங்க சார். What is the use of IPR registration? Registration பண்றதுனால நம்ம என்ன சார் யூஸ் இருக்கு அப்படின்ற பட்சத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா, so you have the economic benefits. IP rights enable creators, I mean you are the people creators, to protect and monetize their creations. Monetization enna? You have to market it and get the benefit. I mean economic benefit you have to get it. And moreover, the third parties cannot copy it. And even if somebody is copying, then you have the legal or kind of what is that, legal remedies and criminal remedies out of it from the court. And of course, madam சொன்ன மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா entrepreneurial development மட்டுமே இல்லாம your research and development of your institution as will be developed in a bigger way. So it will give the it will be paving the way, and you are becoming a role model for your own future generations. So it gives, I mean it develops your own research and development of your institution. If you are not registering the IPR, then if somebody is copying, you will not get the criminal or civil remedies from the court. Means that you will not get the injunctions. Or pathina or court will give you the order saying that somebody is copying your own invention which is registered. Then the court will order the infringer to give the lump sum of more than amount to the owner of the particular product. So அந்த மாதிரி ரெமிடிஸ் எல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிறதுக்கான வாய்ப்பு இல்லை if it is not registered under IPR. So patents பார்க்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we'll see another forms of IPR. trademarks னா என்ன, எதுக்கெல்லாம் ட்ரேட்மார்க் கொடுக்கலாம், எதுக்கெல்லாம் கொடுக்க கூடாது, எப்படி அது வந்து ப்ரொசீஜர் அப்படின்றத ஒரு ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு அவுட்லைன். ட்ரேட்மார்க் வந்து ஒரு டிவைஸா இருக்கலாம், ஒரு இட் இஸ் அ மார்க், டிவைஸ், பிராண்ட், ஹெட்டிங், லேபிள், லோகோ, நேம், சிக்னேச்சர், வேர்ட், லெட்டர், நியூமரல். ஸோ இது வாட் எவர் இட் மே பி, இது எல்லாமே இருக்கலாம். அது எல்லாத்துக்கும் வந்து நீங்க கொடுக்கறதா இருந்தா then it is called trademarks. So it may be any word, name, logo, symbol, or maybe a device. So பாத்தீங்கன்னா distinctive இருக்கும். This is for example Google, Infosys, Hallmark, இதெல்லாமே வந்து trademarks. So trademarks register பண்ணாலே you can acquire the trademark registration by the way of use. prolonged யூஸ்ல நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தீங்கன்னா, வழி வழியா உங்க பாரம்பரியம் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தீங்கன்னா, then that particular trademarks can be acquired by the way of use and by way of registration in the IPR office and the trademark office. So getting the trademark is very easy. And for example, the Coca-Cola, Tata, Yahoo, Google, these are the different forms of trademarks. So you have a different classes of goods. அதாவது யார் வேணா அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவலா இருந்தாலும் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம், ஒரு கம்பெனியா இருந்தாலும் நீங்க வந்து ட்ரேட்மார்க்ஸ் அப்ளை பண்ணலாம். So you have a different class of goods. அதாவது classes in the sense of furniture, and then servicing industries, beverages, electronic devices. So இது are classificationல நீங்க different classificationsல you can apply for trademark. ஸோ பழைய நான் ஒரு ட்ரேட்மார்க் லோகோ ஒன்று டிசைன் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் சார், அது வந்து ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கா இல்லைன்னு செக் பண்ணலாமான்னு யூ கேன் செக் இட் இன் த வெப்சைட், ஆர் யூ கேன் அப்ளை வித் 500 rupees as official fees in the trademark office and get it done by asking the query to the trademark office whether the designed logo by yourself is already been registered or not. So அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க பண்ணிட்டு then you can redesign your own trademarks and get a new trademark also. Then that can be protected under trademarks. So எந்தெந்த trademarksலாம் நீங்க டிசைன் பண்ண முடியாது, ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ண முடியாது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, which is not unique. So the previous symbol, the previous slide shows that any sign, logo, word, if it is distinctive, then it can be registered under trademarks. If it is not distinctive, then that cannot be registered under trademarks. Trademarksல ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ண முடியாது. எப்பன்னா டிஸ்டிங்டிவா இல்லாம இருந்து, அதாவது ஒரு டிஃபரன்சியேஷன் இல்லாம இருந்து. இப்ப லயன் டேட்ஸ்னு ஒன்று இருக்கு. லயன் டேட்ஸ் நீங்க சொல்லிட்டு நான் டேட்ஸ்க்கு பதிலா இந்த கிளாசிபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் குட்ஸ் நான் பண்றேன் சார் அப்படின்னா that is also not possible. So lion dates is already been registered under the food food category la pathina food products வந்து registration ஆயிருக்கு. So you cannot change the classification also with the name of lion, since already been it will, otherwise it will be confused by the consumers. Marks which are not unique or not distinctive cannot be registered. Adjectives, the name of the persons or places, அதாவது name of the persons or places, religious names, அதாவது மதம் சார்ந்த பெயர்கள், குறியீடுகள், இதெல்லாம் வந்து கண்டிப்பா பண்ண முடியாது. which are protected under emblems and names act. அதெல்லாம் ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் இருந்ததுன்னா அதெல்லாம் ட்ரேட்மார்க்ஸ்ல நீங்க பண்ண முடியாது. காமன் ஷேப்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி விஷயத்தெல்லாம் வந்து நீங்க ட்ரேட்மார்க்ஸ்ல பண்ண முடியாது. So of course it is very easy to obtain, and if your trademark is distinctive, then it can be registered easily. But of course enforcing the IPR, enforcement is the very critical area wherein the enforcement lags behind in India. Of course we are registering a lot of IPR products in the name of patents, designs, trademarks. Of course enforcing the IPR is a crucial and critical part, wherein lot of people has to be given lot of training and exposure in this field so that they can recognize which is the original and which is the duplicate product. So enforcement is done by the court of law, and enforcement is done by the police department. And if these people are given proper training, of course Indian Patent Office is giving a lot of training and exposure to all these legal people to train themselves in IPR, what is the original and what is not original product. So it is up to you, the individual who got the registration under your IPR name, then you can make the other person who is copying it to the court of law. So the litigation is very costly. So that is the reason I am saying that before entering into innovative idea or for registering an innovative idea, you should check whether that particular innovative idea or it has it been protected or not. If it is not protected, then you can protect it on your name. So in the protection you will not get an injunction from the court of law. You will not get a injunction, means like you will not get a proper settlement. And damages, whatever the damage is claimed, cannot be given or cannot be established by yourself or by the court of law when it is not registered under your name. So what is the period? Each and every IPR has certain period by which you can enjoy the protection. So 10 years for the trademarks, 10 years from the date of filing in the trademark office, and you have to renew it. Over renewal fees cut now for a period of another 10 years. So totally it is like 10 years to 15 years. 10 to 15 years you can have the protection for trademarks. So these are the examples which coming under the category of service marks. Apart from the branding value, you can also design as a service mark, and in the categories of insurance, banking, hotels, laundry, education, transport, and research laboratories, also like CSIR, CLIR. Next one is copyright. Copyright, it is an expression of idea. Copyright is an exclusive right. It is an exclusive right given by the law, copyright law, for a specific time period. Specific time period is 50 years maximum. To the right holder. The right holder in the sense he may be an author or composer, producer, etc. to print பண்ணலாம், publish பண்ணலாம், sale பண்ணலாம். Otherwise they can reproduce it also. Deal with the copies of his original work, granting protection to the expression of ideas. Expression, not only ideas. It is an expression, not an ideas. Not, it may be a 2D symbol or 3D symbol, and it has to be protected in the form of symbol C within circle. Of course, I forgot to tell you, trademarks are denoted by the granted symbol or within the circle. That means that it is registered trademark. When the trademark is pending, you have TM within the circle. That is called trademark pending. And similarly here, this is what the copyright symbol see within the circle. It is very low cost to register. Easy நீங்க வந்து ஒரு CD-ல வந்து காப்பி பண்ணி உங்களுடைய ப்ரோக்ராமிங்கோ ஒரு அல்காரிதமோ இல்ல உங்களுடைய புக்ஸோ உங்களுடைய ஆர்டிகல் everything can be published in the copyrights. And the copyrights office எங்க இருக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா only it is in Delhi. www.copyright.gov.in, that is a website. And of course Delhi is the only office which handles the copyright, and there is a e-filing procedure also. Doesn't need to, no need to go and visit the copyright office and file, and everything can be filed online also. So trademarks you online file பண்ணலாம், patents நீங்க online file பண்ணலாம், copyrights நீங்க online file பண்ணலாம். So by sitting with the computer or laptop itself, you can file your own copyrights or the IPR protection in the e-filing format by paying the official fees which is designated to each and every work. So எதெல்லாம் கொடுக்கலாம்? Books, paintings, maps, works of architecture, compact disc, programming, and databases. எல்லாத்தையுமே copyrights you can get the copyrights. It is very easy to obtain. Once it is registered, it means that you have got the copyrights. Very easy to obtain by paying the fees. Minimal fees is 1,000 to 1,500 rupees, official fees. And of course, I was telling that the enforcement is very much difficult. Like, there are a lot of chances that your own book is being copied or it has been reproduced in some other way. But the enforcement is very costly. So what are the things which cannot be registered under copyrights? Which cannot be registered? Ideas. Sorry. ideas as such cannot be patented. Ideas cannot be copyrighted. Methods or systems, commonly known information, choreographic works, names, titles, short phrases or expressions and articles of fashion or clothing. These things cannot be registered under copyrights. Once you apply it in the copyright office, it is automatically deemed to be given copyright. So it is an automatic right. Automatically you get the right instantly on the expression of idea. Your idea or expression format, then it is called, it is automatic right. It is, but it has to be original. It has to be purely in the original format. Only then you will get the copyright thing. கம்ப்யூட்டர் ப்ரோக்ராம் நீங்க வந்து பண்ணலாம், மியூசிக்கல் ஒர்க் பண்ணலாம், லிட்டரரி டிராமாட்டிக் ஒர்க்ஸ் பண்ணலாம், artistic work பண்ணலாம், cinematographic film, sound recording. Even the sound recording can also be done as a copyright. So fees is nothing but 500 rupees per work. You got only 500 rupees per work. ஒரு work நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா அந்த work வந்து காப்பிரைட் பண்ணனும்னா 500 rupees is more than enough for filing. Literary, dramatic, musical, artistic work are 500 rupees per work. One work. You have multiple works, then you have to have pay multiple 500s for multiple works. Cinematographic film irundhaduna 5000 rupees per work, and sound recording 2000 rupees per work. So these fees are available. Maybe it may be a old fees. It is revised accordingly by the government of India. You can view the fee structure in the copyright.gov.in website. GI, job indications. Job indication of புவிசார் குறியீடு. புவிசார் குறியீடுனா என்ன சார் அது? இதெல்லாம் புவிசார் இருக்கு. அஸ்ஸாம் டீ, டார்ஜிலிங் டீ, ஊட்டி டீ, then தஞ்சாவூர் தலையாட்டி பொம்மை, பத்தமடப்பாய். இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it is coming under the category of geography indications. புவிசார் குறியீடு. அதாவது நான் ரீசெண்டா ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. that is nothing but கொடைக்கானல் மலைப்பூண்டு. கொடைக்கானல் மலைப்பூண்டு வந்து அதுக்கு ஒரு மெடிசனல் வேல்யூ இருக்கு. கொடைக்கானல் கார்லிக் பாத்தீங்கன்னா தமிழ்நாடு கவுன்சில் ஆஃப் சயின்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி இன் கொலாபரேஷன் வித் மதர் தெரசா யூனிவர்சிட்டி இன் கொடைக்கானல் and with the help of farmers, in order to protect the interest of the farmers who is residing, who is manufacturing, who is producing the Kodaikanal garlic in that particular area, and the Kodaikanal இருக்கிற and the particular climatic conditions, அதனுடைய தண்ணீர் வளம், அதனுடைய climatic conditions பொறுத்து அங்க விளைவிக்கும் ஒரு மலைப்பூண்டு, it gives you the medicinal value. அது யூனிக் கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் இருக்கும். அந்த பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு தான் வந்து ஜிஐ டேக் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, புவிசார் குறியீடு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ தட் இஸ் கமிங், தட் கேன் பி ப்ரொடெக்டட் அண்டர் ஜியாகிரபி இண்டிகேஷன். ஸோ நீங்க கண்டுபிடி அது வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த பர்டிகுலர் ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து கொடைக்கானல் இருக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே உரிமை சார் இல்லை. யாருக்கு உரிமைனா அந்த ஃபார்மர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க இல்லையா, அந்த விவசாயிகள் ஒரு அசோசியேஷனை ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி அவங்க வந்து ஒரு அசோசியேஷன் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி அதை ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணி அவங்க மூலமா தான் வந்து நீங்க ஒரு ஜிஐ ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும்னா ஜிஐ ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்றதுக்கு யூ ஹாவ் டு ஃபைண்ட் ஃபுட்ஸ் விச் இஸ் ஒரிஜினேட்டிங் ஃப்ரம் தட் பர்டிகுலர் டெரிட்டரி. அந்த ஏரியால இருக்கிற ஒரு ஃப்ரூட்ஸ் கொண்டு வரும். லைக் காஞ்சிபுரம் செல், சேலம் செல், சேலம் மல்கோவா மேங்கோஸ், மலபார் பெப்பர் ஃப்ரம் கேரளா, மைசூர் அகர்பத்திஸ், மைசூர் சாண்டல் சோப். மைசூர் சாண்டல் சோப் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அது ஜிஐ டேக்லையும் வருது, அண்ட் தென் பிராண்ட் வேல்யூ ட்ரேட் மார்க்ஸ்லையும் வருது. சன்னப்பட்னா டாய்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் பெங்களூர், கர்நாடகா, அண்ட் தஞ்சாவூர் தலையாட்டி பொம்மை, தஞ்சாவூர் தட்டு, இருட்டுக்கடை அல்வா, திருப்பதி லட்டு. ஸோ இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவங்களுடைய டெரிட்டரியில அவங்க ஏரியாவில் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ற ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட். அவங்க ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ற ப்ராடக்ட் வேற யாரும் காப்பி அடிச்சு சேல் பண்ணக்கூடாது, கமர்ஷியலைஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக அந்த ஏரியால இருக்கிற அந்த டெரிட்டோரியில இருக்கிற ஃபார்மர்ஸ், த ப்ரொடியூசர்ஸ், அந்த அக்ரிகல்ச்சரிஸ்ட் அவங்களுடைய வருமானத்தை வந்து ஊக்குவிக்கும் வகையில் இந்த புவிசார் குறியீடு வந்து ஒரு சாதனமாக பயன்படுகிறது. அதாவது இந்த it plays a big role, the GI tag plays a big role in identifying the quality and reputation and other characteristics of the goods that is attributable to the, that is directly proportional to that region. These are the examples: Kolhapur chappal, Nagpur oranges, Kanjipuram silk. Kanjipuram silk yaar sir urimai? Anna Cooperation Society. So they are forming a society. The farmers or the weavers, the handloom weavers who have formed the society and association, and they have approached, they have come up with a good product, and they have approached the GI office, which is only in Chennai. Headquarters is only in Chennai. There are no other branches for a GI office. And after the experts checks the verifies the unique characteristics of the product, then only GI tag will be produced. So it is like 5,000 rupees on paying the government fees of 5,000 rupees for any geography indication goods in one class. Different classes like different categories. So different classes then each 5,000 rupees has to be added. For each and every IPR product, it has to be renewed. அதுக்கு வந்து renewal fees நீங்க பே பண்ண வேண்டி இருக்கு கண்டிப்பாக. So Salem fabric, geography indication இந்த goodsல வந்ததுன்னா handicraftsல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா Salem fabric, காஞ்சிபுரம் சில்க், இதெல்லாம் ஃபேப்ரிக்ஸ்ல வருது, ஹேண்டிகிராஃப்ட்ஸ்ல வருது. பாத்தீங்கன்னா மதுரை சுங்குடி சாரீஸ், மதுரை சுங்குடி சாரீஸ் ரீசெண்டா ஒரு நம்ம முதலமைச்சர், தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் ஒரு எக்ஸிபிஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சு எம்எஸ்எம்இஸ்லயும் இந்த மாதிரி இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாஸ் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸையும் வந்து கொலாபரேட் பண்றது அப்படின்னு ஒரு இது பண்ணாங்க. அதுக்கு வந்து IPR ஆஃபீஸ் they have settled, I mean come up with a stall wherein this GA ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு எக்ஸிபிஷன் நாங்கள் கொண்டு வந்தோம். ஸோ அது வந்து 2 வீக்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி கலைவாண அரங்கத்துல நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு முதலமைச்சர் ஒரு கருத்தரங்கு மாதிரி ஆரம்பிச்சு, நீங்க நியூஸ்லயே பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் வந்து எம்எஸ்எம்இஸ் ஆர் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியாஸ் இருக்கோ அவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு MSMEs ஆர் கம்பெனிஸ் அப்ரோச் பண்ணி they can develop their own products and come up with the registration-க்கு எப்படி பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றது வந்து ஒரு கருத்தரங்கு மாதிரி ஒரு எக்ஸிபிஷன் மாதிரி பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ அதுல வந்து IPR ஆஃபீஸ் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த GA ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் வந்து எல்லாமே நாங்கள் எக்ஸிபிஷன் போட்டோம். லைக் மதுரை செங்குடி சாரீஸ், கோயம்புத்தூர் வெட் கிரைண்டர் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் கேட்டகரியில் வரும், தஞ்சாவூர் பெயிண்டிங்ஸ், டெம்பிள் ஜுவல்லரி ஆஃப் நாகர்கோயில், தஞ்சாவூர் ஆர்ட் பிளேட் அண்ட் லெதர் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ், சேலம் சில்க் known as சேலம் வெண்பட்டு, சேலம் வெண்பட்டு, it is registered under the name of geography indication, ஆரணி சில்க், கோவை கோரா cotton saree, and then Swami Malay bronze icons, Tanjavur doll, Tanjavur தலையாட்டி பொம்மை, சிறுமலை ஹில் பனானா, விருப்பாட்சி ஹில் பனானா, இது மாதிரி மதுரை மல்லி, இது மாதிரி உங்க ஏரியால உங்க டெரிட்டரியில ஒரு யூனிக் ப்ராடக்ட், ஒரு யூனிக் கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக்ஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா you can form an association, ஒரு அசோசியேஷன் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி you can represent your unique characteristics of your product, and then you can file with a fees of 5,000 rupees for each class, and then you can get it registered through GA office after the verification by the expert group whether that particular product is distinguishable distinctive or not. Chettinad cotton, Toda embroidery, Swami Malay bronze icons logo. So இதெல்லாமே different examples of geography indications. இது மெயின் முக்கியம் என்னன்னாக்கா யார் ஆத்தரைஸ்ட் யூசர்னா you have to have a registered proprietor of geography indications இருக்கு. அப்பதான் நீங்க வந்து ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ண முடியும். ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்றதுக்கான வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு. So we have seen copyrights, trademarks, geography indications, trade secret. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம பார்க்கலாம் trade secret வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா Coca-Cola, the molecular formula of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, KFC, chicken, all these things, the recipe formula பாத்தீங்கன்னா இது எல்லாமே trade secretல நீங்க கொண்டு வந்து you can have the protection for a period of a lifetime of the particular person. So இதெல்லாம் எந்த கேட்டகரியில வரும்? financial records, list of consumers, customers. So இதெல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா you can bring out all the things in the form of trade secrets, so you can bring it out. Another thing is like layout of integrated circuit act. Before going to that, we have plant varieties and protection of farmers rights act. So ஒரு சில ஒரு 2 years 3 years before corona pandemic, I was just reading the news article in which the Allahabad High Court has stopped the farmers not to produce one kind of potato which is used for making or producing or manufacturing the Lays chips. Around the PepsiCo company, they have gone to the court saying that this particular potato variety has been protected under plant varieties, and these farmers cannot produce or cannot manufacture this particular potato variety. அப்படின்றத ஒரு கோர்ட் மூலமா ஒரு ஆர்டர் கொடுத்தாங்க. பட் ஆனா அந்த ஆர்டர் வந்து it has checked the plant varieties and farmers rights act, so it is the farmers right. Of course they can, avanga vandu and the particular, I mean the PepsiCo company can have the protection for the Lays chips, but not the plant varieties. Only the farmers who can produce it, they can have the particular protection for that plant variety, like the potato chips which is used for manufacturing or producing the Lays chips. So the High Court has given the benefit of the doubt given to the farmers. So இதெல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா எந்த ஆக்ட்ல வருதுன்னா PPV ஆக்ட், ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் ஆஃப் பிளான்ட் வெரைட்டிஸ் அண்ட் ஃபார்மர்ஸ் ரைட்ஸ் ஆக்ட். ஸோ அதனுடைய அப்ஜெக்டிவ்ஸ் என்னன்னா புது பிளான்ட் வெரைட்டியா இருக்கணும், நியூ பிளான்ட் வெரைட்டியா இருக்கணும், அண்ட் இட் ஷுட் பி லைக் எக்ஸ்டென்ட் வெரைட்டி. நியூ வெரைட்டினா என்ன? நியூ வெரைட்டினா இன் தி சென்ஸ் லைக் இட் கன்ஃபார்ம்ஸ் த கிரைட்டீரியா ஆஃப் நாவல்ட்டியா இருக்கணும், நியூ பிளான்ட் வெரைட்டியா இருக்கணும். டிஸ்டிங்டிவ்னஸ், எல்லா ஐபிஆர்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிஸ்டிங்டிவ் கேரக்டர், distinguishable character, novel character இருந்தாதான் that is liable for protection under the IPR. And uniformity and stability. ஒரு new plant variety இருக்குன்னா இந்த characteristics இருந்தா then it can come under the category of new plant variety. அதாவது உங்களுடைய plant variety நீங்க வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணலாம்ன்றதா protection of plant varieties and farmers rights act 2001 தான் எஸ்டாப்லிஷ் ஆயிருக்கு, and it has been implemented throughout in India. And another form of IPR is layout of integrated circuits act. Layout of integrated circuits acts, I was telling you that integrated chips which is used in the manufacture of mobile phone technology, smartphone technology, or computers, or whatever it is like. So எல்லாத்துக்குமே வந்து layout of integrated circuits act 2012 plays a major role. அவங்க வந்து they can protect the design of your design of your integrated chips. So the design of integrated chips which is done in the lab can also be protected under layout of integrated circuits act 2012. So each and every product, each and every forms of IPR patents. Of course, I forgot to tell you the patents. The protection of plant varieties is 18 years. 18 years from the date of finding the new variety. So ஒவ்வொரு ஐபிஆருக்கும் ஒரு காலகட்டம் இருக்கு. பேட்டன்ட்டை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுடைய பர்டிகுலர் இன்வென்ஷன் ஆர் இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியா, the technical innovations, அது எல்லாமே வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணலாம், provided it should have novelty, technical advantage, and then inventive step, industrial applicability இருந்ததுன்னா then the particular invention or the methodology or process or device that can be protected under patents, which has a period of 20 years from the date of filing such a document in the IPR office. Trademarks, so it is having 10 years from the filing and renewable for another period of 10 years successive. Each and every IPR has to be renewed, and you have to pay the renewal fees to make it live, otherwise it will go to the public. Even if you are paying the renewal fees after the period of protection, it will go to the general public. Anybody can enjoy the particular protection, and they can enjoy, and then they cannot copy and give another protection. That cannot be possible. So trademarks பாத்தீங்கன்னா டிஸ்டிங்டிவா இருக்கணும், அந்த மார்க்கு வந்து ஐடென்டிஃபிகேஷன் இருக்கணும், அதோட டிஸ்டிங்விஷிங் ஃபீச்சர் இருக்கணும், it should not be copied, and it should denote a particular class of goods வந்து denote பண்ணணும், ஃபுட்டா, பெவரேஜஸா, agricultural product. So it has a different kinds of products. Corporates பாத்தீங்கன்னா artistic work, literary work, computer programs, cinematographic work, broadcasting and derivations work, the databases, all these things can be protected under copyrights. And books, paintings, இதெல்லாமே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா protect பண்ணலாம். And you have 60 years from the death of the author for literary, dramatic, musical, artistic works. Lifetime protection for the copyrights. And it is like once it is registered, once it is produced in the copyrights office, it is deemed to be registered. You get the protection from the day of filing in the copyrights office. Sound recordings நீங்க பண்ணலாம், and cinematography films பண்ணலாம். அதுக்கு வந்து period பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 60 years. So different class of works and different time period for protection. Mostly பார்த்தீங்கன்னா an average 60 years from the author, 60 years from the for the composer or the author. Designs, industrial designs பார்த்தீங்கன்னா I was just going behind the designs, in which the designs it should be appealing to the eye, like design of a mobile phone, design of a shoe, chappal, and then design of a laptop, and design of a fan, chair, and the design of a even the kitchen utensils, whatever it is, it can be registered under industrial designs. And you have different categories also, ornaments la varudha, plumbing la varudha, and the classification you have to produce it in different categories, and then you can register. So it is very easy to design, redesign, and ஒரு டிசைன்ஸ் ஆஃபீஸ் நீங்க அப்ரோச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கா இல்லையா, ஒரு டிசைன் இருக்கா இல்லைன்னா ஒரு சர்டன் ஃபீஸ், ஆஃபீஷியல் ஃபீஸ் பே பண்ணிட்டு யூ கேன் ரீடிசைன் யுவர் ஓன் ப்ராடக்ட். அண்ட் இஃப் இட் இஸ் அப்பீலிங் டு த ஐ, அது பார்த்த உடனே அந்த டிசைன் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் வந்து நமக்கு அப்பீலிங்கா இருக்கும், ஆர்டிஸ்டிக்கா இருக்கும், and then ஏஸ்தட்டிக்கா இருக்கும். அப்படி இருந்ததுன்னா then it is deemed to be registered under designs. ஸோ நீங்க ஒரு காம்போசிஷன் ஆஃப் லைன்ஸ் கொடுக்கலாம், ஒரு கிராஃபிக்கல் ஐட்டம்ஸ் நீங்க கொண்டு வரலாம், அண்ட் ஒரு சின்ன மாடிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாமே கொண்டு வரலாம். அது எல்லாமே கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா that particular design product that should be applied to the article. ஏதாவது ஒரு ஆர்டிக்கல்ல வந்து நீங்க அப்ளை பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, ஒரு பேட்டர்ன்ஸ், ஒரு லைன்ஸ், ஒரு பெயிண்டிங்ஸ், காம்போசிஷன் ஆஃப் லைன்ஸ் by way of manufacturing process or chemical process or by the combination of mechanical and chemical process, இதெல்லாம் கம்பைன் பண்ணி இருந்தாலும் அந்த particular processல அந்த pattern or configuration, if it is applied to the article, then it can be registered under industrial designs. So இதுவும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 25 years or 5 years, maximum 10 years from the filing date, and renewable for a period of further 5 years. So further 5 years க்கு நீங்க renewal fees pay பண்ணீங்கன்னா you can enjoy the designs. ஸோ இதுல ஒரு டிராபேக் என்னன்னா, டிசைன்ஸ் வந்து நீங்க வந்து ஒரு நம்பர் கொடுப்பாங்க. ஸோ பேட்டன்ட்டை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பேட்டன்ட் சர்டிஃபிகேட் will be given, one patent number will be generated, patent number will be generated. In the case of copyrights, you have C within the circle, and in the case of trademarks, you have R within the circle registered, and TM within the circle, that is TM pending. And designs பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you will be given a design number, in which if you are not using the registration design number, then your registration will not be valid. If you have to use the registration design number in the article or your own product, only then it will be, if it is copied, it will it will be applicable in the court of law. Fine. So trade secrets என்ன பண்ணலாம், formula, practice, இதெல்லாமே பண்ணலாம். So these are different designs, trademarks, copyrights, joint indications, plant varieties and protection of plant varieties and act, and layout of integrated circuits act. So in the different forms la edha vena neenga vandu innovations neenga pannalam. So these are the different forms of IPR, and it plays it ella IPR layum pathina you should have new distinctiveness, distinguishable character, and it should be appealing to the eye, and it should be aesthetic, and it should be very attractive. இதெல்லாமே according to the IPR Act, Patent Act படி, Trademarks Act படி. I'm not telling that in a general manner. Trademarks Act படி, Designs Act படி, Joint Indications Act படி, Protection of Plant Varieties Act, it should be new plant variety, and traditional knowledge like the neem வச்சு ஒரு neem, மஞ்சள், அதெல்லாம் வந்து நம்மளுடைய ட்ரெடிஷனல் நாலேஜ். அதை வச்சு நீங்க ஏதோ ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் நீங்க டெவலப் பண்ணீங்கன்னா that is not coming under the IPR protection. That will be stored in the traditional knowledge database. அதாவது நம்முடைய பாரம்பரிய யோகா, தியானம், அண்ட் தென் மஞ்சள் இது எல்லாமே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் டேட்டா பேஸ்ல ஸ்டோர் ஆகுமே தவிர அதில் நீங்கள் ஏதாவது ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா அது வந்து நியூவாக இருந்ததுன்னா தென் இட் கேன் பி கம் அண்டர் தி கேட்டகரி ஹைப்பர் ப்ரொடெக்ஷன். ஈரோடு மஞ்சள் அதுவும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஜியாஸ் இண்டிகேஷன்ல ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. So it's an exclusive right, patent is nothing but exclusive right given by the government of India to the period of 20 years. Commercial gain, எல்லாத்துலயுமே commercial gain இருந்தா for the full disclosure of the invention, உங்களுடைய documentation full-ஆ கொடுக்கணும். அப்பதான் then you will be given a patent. Maintenance fees கட்டணும். And எதுக்கு patentனா you will encourage the inventors and protection of the disclosure of the invention. It gives the benefit to the public or the society. உங்களுடைய ரிசர்ச் அண்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட் ஃபர்தரா இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணுங்க. அண்ட் தென் உங்களுடைய அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் யூ பிகம் தி ஸ்டேட்டஸ் சிம்பிள் ஃபார் யுவர் ஓன் யுவர்செல்ஃப் ஆஸ் வெல் அஸ் ஃபார் யுவர் காலேஜ். பேட்டன்ட் வந்து ஒரு புதுசா இருக்கணும் ப்ராடக்ட், இன்வென்டிவ் ஸ்டெப் இருக்கணும். ஐ எம் நாட் டெல்லிங் எனிதிங் அதர் than the patent act. From the patent act under section 21G it should have a new product process, inventive step, industrial specification. It is a law of the land, means territorial, and it is according to the Indian patent system. So Malaysia ponina Malaysian patent act system, Singapore ponina Singapore patent act, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh. So எல்லாமே பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியாக்குள்ள நீங்க வந்து இந்தியன் பேட்டன்ட் சிஸ்டம்ல என்னென்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்களோ that should be applicable to your own product. It should be novel, inventive and industrial applicability, which is unique characteristics of the patent. But other than patent act பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு that is applied to the law of the land. So it is you have your protection is valid only in India, territorial key. So இது வரைக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒவ்வொரு டிசைன்ஸ் என்னென்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்த்தோம். என்னென்ன டிசைன்ஸ்லாம் வந்து நாட் கம்மிங் அண்ட் டிசைன்ஸ், என்னென்னலாம் வந்து காப்பரேட் பண்ண முடியாது, ட்ரேட்மார்க்ஸ் என்னென்னலாம் பண்ண முடியாது, நேஷனல் எம்ப்ளம்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து பண்ண முடியாது, டிசைன்ஸ்ல வந்து டிஸ்டிங்விஷபிளா இருந்தா பண்ண முடியாது, ட்ரேட்மார்க்ஸ் டிஸ்டிங்விஷபிளா இருந்தா பண்ண முடியாது அப்படின்ற மாதிரி என்னென்னலாம் பண்ணணும் என்னென்னலாம் பண்ண முடியாது, ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் பண்ண முடியும்னு பார்த்தோம். அதே மாதிரி பேட்டன்ட் ஆக்ட்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா section 3 we cannot have a patentable subject matter under section 3A frivolous invention. அதாவது இன்வென்ஷனா இருக்கலாம் பட் இட் இஸ் கிவிங் neither input nor output, cloning of human beings, that is not patentable. Human embryos மாத்தி அதுல வந்து ஒரு biological or industrial commercial exploitation பண்ணீங்கன்னா that is not a patentable subject matter. So ஏதாவது ஒரு invention if it is injurious to the health of human being or animal or plant life then it is not patentable, like the BT cotton, bombs, device or method of committing theft or burglary, that is not patentable as subject matter under section 3B. 3C mere discovery of a scientific principle or formulation or abstract theory, that is not patentable. Non-living things, Newton's law எல்லாம் வந்து கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்க, அதே நாங்க வந்து Irving's law அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்காங்க, that is not patentable. 3D the mere discovery of a new form of a known substance. அதாவது அலாசின் வந்து தலைவலிக்கு போட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன் சார், அதே வந்து எனக்கு வயிற்றுல இந்த அலாசினை கொடுத்தனா தென் you are becoming an innovator. நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க, நான் ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஐடியா கண்டுபிடிச்சிருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்க, that is not. அதாவது ஒரு known substance, new form of known substance with a known efficacy is not patentable. எல்லாமே chemical reactionsல வந்து வர inventions, that is also not patentable. Combinations of these things cannot be patentable. Solution of sugar solutionையும் கலர் additives எடுத்து வாட்டர்ல மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு beverage மாதிரி நீங்க கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா that is not patentable. That will be there. ஸோ அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட் இருக்கிற விஷயத்தை அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு புதுசா ஒரு அரேஞ்ச்மெண்ட் நீங்க கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இருக்கிற எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் டிவைசஸ் அம்ப்ரெல்லால ஒரு டார்ச் கனெக்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா then it is becoming a arrangement, new arrangement. அதை வந்து patentable பண்ண முடியாது. umbrella of the fan, bucket filled with a torch, these things are patentable. method of agriculture, horticulture இதெல்லாம் வந்து patentable கிடையாது. அது நேஷனல் பயோடைவர்சிட்டில தான் வந்து medical treatment, surgical, curative, prophylactic, diagnostic, therapeutic and other treatment of human beings. The treatment of human beings under section 3I is not patentable. 3J plant varieties, seed varieties எல்லாமே வந்து protection of plant varieties தான் நீங்க பண்ண முடியும், not under patentable subject matter. Mathematical method, computer programs இதெல்லாமே எங்க பண்ணலாம், நீங்க காப்பிரைட்ஸ்ல பண்ணலாம், பேட்டன்டபிள்ல பண்ண முடியாது. லிட்டரரி, டிராமாட்டிக், மியூசிக்கல் எங்கெல்லாம் பண்ணலாம், காப்பிரைட்ஸ்ல பண்ணலாம், நாட் இன் தி பேட்டன்டபிள் சப்ஜெக்ட் மேட்டர். மெத்தட் ஆஃப் பிளேயிங் கேம், மெத்தட் ஆஃப் ஸ்கீம், மேயர் ஸ்கீம், இதெல்லாம் வந்து நாட் பேட்டன்டபிள். ஹிப்னாட்டிசம், ஒரு presentation of information, if it is a novel new, then it is not patentable. Topography integrated circuits, I was telling you that it is protected under Layout of Integrated Circuits Act, under 2012 Act, not under Patent Act. Traditional knowledge, அதெல்லாம் வந்து not patentable under section 3P. Turmeric powder in wound healing, அதாவது மஞ்சள் வச்சா நமக்கு வந்து அக்கு தெராப்பி, மஞ்சள் வச்சா நமக்கு காயம் குணமாயிடும் அப்படின்றத வந்து யூஎஸ்காரன் பேட்டன்ட் வாங்கிட்டான். அதை வந்து நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட் வந்து பேட்டன்ட்டை வந்து வாங்குறத ரிவோக் பண்ணி நம்ம எங்களுடைய ட்ரெடிஷனல் நாலேஜ் அப்படின்றது ஒரு ப்ரூஃப் காமிச்சோன்னா தட் பேட்டன்ட் ஹஸ் பீன் ரிவோக்ட். நீம் ஆயில் ஃபார்முலேஷன் as pesticide or insecticide. சப்போஸ் யூ ஆல் நோ தட் இபில வந்து பேட்டன்ட் கிராண்ட் ஆயிருக்கு, அதாவது யூரோப்பியன் பேட்டன்ட் ஆஃபீஸ்ல. அதாவது வேப்பெண்ணை வந்து நமக்கு வந்து கொசுக்களை விரட்டவும் பூச்சிகளை அழிக்கவும் தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்றோம். நம்ம மூதாதையர்கள் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க, முன்னோர்கள். ஸோ அது வந்து ஒரு ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் நாலேஜ், நம்மளுடைய பாரம்பரிய ஒரு டேட்டா பேஸ், அறிவு. அந்த அறிவு சார்ந்த இது வந்து நம்ம வந்து வேற யாருக்கும் பேட்டன்ட் கொடுக்க முடியாது, அந்த பேட்டன்ட்டை வந்து ரிவோக் பண்ணியாச்சு. அண்ட் அட்டாமிக் எனர்ஜி, டிஃபென்ஸ், இந்த மாதிரி ரிலேட்டடா என்ன இன்வென்ஷன் நீங்க பண்ணாலும் தட் இஸ் நாட் பேட்டன்டபிள். சார் நான் கண்டுபிடிச்சா என்ன சார் பண்ணணும்? 1 இயர்க்குள்ள நீங்க வந்து 1 இயர்க்குள்ள இல்லை, ஐ மீன் இமீடியட்டா நீங்க வந்து பேட்டன்ட் ஆஃபீஸ்ல வந்து ரெக்வயர்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் ஃபைல் பண்ணீங்கன்னா you will get the patent within span of 1 year. Otherwise, you can get the help of Tamil Nadu Council of Science and Technology, like IIC, your own college where the placement division or IPR cell is functioning. You can get the suggestions from these organizations. National Rural Development Corporation, IFAC, PACSIR, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Electronics and others. இந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் நீங்க அணுகி உங்களுடைய இன்வென்ஷனுக்கு வந்து கமர்ஷியல் வயபிலிட்டி இருக்கா இல்லைன்னு செக் பண்ணி பார்ப்பாங்க. then they can fund you in developing the product. Thank you. If you have any queries, you can give me the chat box or you can ask me the questions. Thanks for listening to me patiently for the past 1.5 hours. And of course, it's a different subject matter for you, and it's very difficult for you to have attention on these things. So, நான் ஒரு காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட், நான் ஒரு ஆர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட், நான் என்ன சார் பண்ண முடியும் ஐபிஆர் ப்ரொடக்ஷன்ல பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்க நினைக்க டெக்னிக்கலா நீங்க பண்ணணும் அவசியம் இல்லை. பட் யூ கேன் ஹேவ் வெரைட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் திஸ் ப்ரொடக்ஷன் அண்ட் இட் கேன் பி டன். Thank you, sir. If you have any queries.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Definitely, and if any queries or if any questions from the students, we'll just collect it and definitely we'll just send to you.
The participants 200 இருந்து 60 ஆயிட்டாங்க சார்.
Sir, இல்ல சார் break. Sir, இல்ல now we have break time, sir. 11:15 க்கு break ங்க.
நீ சொல்லி தான் நம்ம விட்டுருக்கலாமே சார், விட்டுட்டு கூட நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
No issues, sir. No issues, sir.
Sorry, sir. Okay.
சரி, இல்ல நல்லா போயிட்டு இருந்துச்சுங்க சார். Session was just
okay.
The session was really enlightening on the patterns and copyrights. The way you explained geographical depth, indication of the local producers were at the top notch. We are really happy to hear all great ideas and thoughts at this time, sir. We will come. We would love to have you in our campus if situation favors, sir. Thank you for joining us, sir. Really, our students will come up with novel ideas and thoughts. That's we assure you, sir. And thank you for joining us, sir. We'll have you in our time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
I'll end the session, sir, now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can leave, sir. And we have one more following this.
Thanks, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vaishnavi, ma'am. Just a second, ma'am. Just a second. I'll just. Good morning, ma'am.
Very, very good morning, sir. So yeah, I think without any further delay, we can start the session. So I'm at my office also. So may I stop my video and start presenting actually?
We'll just, so just wait for 2 minutes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. You're audible.
Wow, great. So may I stop sharing my video and start presenting the presentation actually?
Yes, ma'am, you can start.
So are we actually waiting for the students to come in?
Ma'am, our students will join.
So can't hear you, sir.
Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Our students will join because the break on in now. And we'll ask the students
Okay.
to join. Then we start.
Sure, sir. Sure. So in the meanwhile, let me get my screen ready.
Sure, ma'am. I will do that.
So please to give me the sharing permission as well.
I'll make it over.
Yes, sir, please. So is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So please do let me know when the students are actually joining. So we should start the session. And I have a hard stop by 11:20, sir.
Ma'am, no issues, ma'am. We can start, ma'am, because our students have joined the projection. So the count is less, even though they joined to the class.
Okay, sir. Sure, sure. So, sir, please do make the students' mic also interactive so that the session is very interactive and not just monotonous.
Students, since they are listening to classrooms, so only possible for them to interact individually.
Sir, can't hear you.
Since students have joined through projections, classroom projections, they will not possible for you.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, okay, okay. So what I thought is like, if they have any doubts, please do make the class presenters or representatives do go unmute themselves so that the session is interactive, sir. So I'm not a person who takes sessions very monotonous. So they also lose interest and also we lose interest. So I just want at least 2 or 3 people to interact with.
Definitely, ma'am. We'll ask at least minimum of 10 to 15 students will interact.
Sure, sir. So shall we start, sir?
Yes, ma'am. We shall.
Yeah. So very good morning, everyone. So this is Vaishnavi. So today's session is presented by me. So before me giving insights about entrepreneurship, so is bilingual okay, or should it be in Tamil, or what is the preferred language? So what shall we have as the preferred language? Is that English? Is that Tamil? Or can it be bilingual?
And both.
Yep.
Both English and Tamil.
Okay. So we'll go for English. Right. So I'm Vaishnavi. I had 2 firms. So one is Cosmic One Competitive Exams Private Limited. The another one is I Am Your Genie. So Cosmic One is being rebranded as Talentian, which was launched recently by Social Welfare Minister Mrs. Geeta Jeevan in Toothukudi. And I Am Your Genie is a global level winning idea that we are building MVP for. It is a 100% child-friendly video platform for hybrid learning on extracurriculars and co-curriculars. So myself is also nation's top 30 social innovators by Youth Collab, a joint initiative by UNDP and Atal Innovation Mission. So post session, if you guys, the students or the faculties or anybody who wants to get in touch, please do use the contact information that has been published in the slide. So this is my phone number and this is my mail ID. You guys can get in touch with me and we shall have a rapport post session. So as I have a hard stop by 12:20. So students, tell me what is entrepreneurship before we go into myths of even myths of this thing. I just wanted to know Do you guys know what entrepreneurship is?
Starting of our own business.
Yeah. What is that?
Starting a business with the right.
Starting a business. Okay. Yes. What's an entrepreneurship? Starting a business. So, is business and entrepreneurship the same? Yep. So starting a business. Starting a business is what connotes to entrepreneurship. Okay. So we have one answer. What is entrepreneurship? So what is entrepreneurship basically? So before we get into insights of what entrepreneurship is, what you have to do, how to become an entrepreneur, everything. So I just wanted to know the strength of the students on the awareness of what entrepreneurship is. So starting a business is not actually an entrepreneurship. What else is an entrepreneur? So I hope you guys will sleep if I am not interacting with you. Like the session cannot be monotonous, as I already told you. So what are all the next answers that can be? Okay, can you guys please search? Entrepreneurship is a French word. Okay, it's not an English word at all. So can you please search what entrepreneurship means in French? It's not entrepreneur or entrepreneur and all. It is entrepreneur, entrepreneurship. So please do search what entrepreneurship means. And tell me what you found out. So basically starting a business itself is not just an entrepreneurship. So Google அடிச்சு தேடுறதுக்கு இவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகுதா உங்களுக்கு entrepreneurship என்னன்னு? Entrepreneurனா என்னன்னு French meaning என்னன்னு பாருங்க. And let me know once you have searched for that. Have you guys did it? Did it? Okay, I cannot waste time. So let's jump on to the next thing. So once you found it out, just let me know, okay? So is my screen still visible? Like, am I still sharing and you guys are there? Okay, it was like me only being talking to the screen. So that was the reason I asked. Okay, anyhow, so entrepreneurship is actually not just doing a business. It's doing something from heart to change the society or to make disruptive changes in the ecosystem, right? So you come up with an idea which is disruptive, innovative, or which is inventable, right? So which has been invented. So which is going to impact lives. It can be any living organism's life. It can be poultry's life. It can be microbes' life. It can be humans' life. Okay, but at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is all about also money. So entrepreneurship can only be two types. So one which bags more money, then other which bags more impact on the lives, right? So impact entrepreneurship is called as social entrepreneurship, whereas all the others, we all run behind money, right? And to make a change and to make a best product which makes life simple, like your cell phone's camera, your alarm clock in the cell phone. Okay, so without that, our life wasn't like pathetic one and all. But after that, our life has become more easy. Like Zoom, which has enabled me to sit in my office and to take a guest lecture for you, right? So entrepreneurship is all about making lives better or easier or impactful. It's a solution. Okay. So your examples could be Ola, Swiggy, not Byju's. I'm not a fan of Byju's. Being a competitor as well, so not a fan of Byju's. So what else? Macintosh, right? So Macintosh is a typical example of what entrepreneur can make, right? So the myths. So once you decide to become an entrepreneur, so you wanted to pursue this kind of career. So yeah, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I wanted to become a bigger businesswoman. So that is how women or men. Okay, so that is when the myths come in. So the first thing, any idea, keep it any idea. So you come with a disruptive idea, you come with an innovative idea. The first thing the notorious people would tell you is that you cannot survive in this heavy competition. Kanna, you have very heavy competition in this sector, be it education, be it healthcare, be it anything. So the first thing that say you is you cannot survive in this heavy competition. The competition is going to be heavy. Don't even stare at them. Okay, the world is big enough. So we have enough. Even Mars is going to be the second home, seemingly. Then we'll also civilize Moon. So you have the entire solar system to civilize. So you have enough space to get competed with. Okay, the real competition is not another company. The real competition is actually you. So how well you have understood the market, how well you're going to project yourself, what is your niche of the product. So that is what is going to make you stand out. So imagine if Google did not step up because Yahoo was there. So Yahoo இருக்கு சரி search engine எதுக்குடா நான் கொண்டு வரணும் அப்படின்னு Google நினைச்சிருந்தானா இந்நேரத்துக்கு he wouldn't have been a mountain. So people call it a mountain. So நீங்க அதை வந்துட்டு ஏறலாம் இறங்கலாம் அதை சர்பாஸ் பண்ணி போக முடியாதுங்கிற அளவுக்கு they wouldn't have been come up. Right? So you cannot survive in this heavy competition is just a myth that you have to come out of the mind. And tech make all the differences. Who told you? The thought makes all the differences. So take any leaders in the history or in the upcoming thing. So it's not their tech. Tech can be built by anybody. Thought is what is making the difference. Thought is what making a leader. Thought is what making an entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship is itself a mindset, right? So tech doesn't make any difference unless or until your thought is behind it. Okay, so thought makes all the difference. It's not the tech. If somebody tells you இதுக்கெல்லாம் பயங்கர டெக்னாலஜி வேணும்பா இதுக்கெல்லாம் பயங்கர காசு வேணும்பா ஒன்றும் தேவையில்ல அந்த காசு சம்பாதிக்கிற வழி உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சாலே போதுமானது. So அதுக்கான thought process இருந்தாவே போதுமானது, right? So once you start, you can never stop. So நீ once இதுல இறங்கிட்டேன்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ இதை விட்டு வெளில வரதே கஷ்டம். இதுல அப்படியே அடிபட்டு தான் வெளில வருவ. எல்லாரும் உனக்கு ஏறி மிதிப்பாங்க. ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. Like you can take a typical example of White Hat Junior's CEO, Mr. அவர் பேர் actually மறந்து போயிட்டேன். நல்ல பேரு. So let me recall it if it comes on top of my mind. Okay. So what he did is he founded the company. 2 years he got the exit. Okay, so that's it. So you sell the company, you either sell the company or you go for IPO, or you can even step down from your company, selling your shares. It's easy to stop what you're doing and start pursuing any other thing. So entrepreneurship gives you a real time good exit if you wanted to, right? If you're on the right path. So you can never stop பண்றதெல்லாம் பயங்கரமான myth. So if anybody tells you, just don't listen to that. And everybody will discourage you. So everybody will lie to you, everybody will discourage you, everybody will steal your ideas. No, honey. So if that is the case, I wouldn't have been sitting here being a serial entrepreneur. Okay, there can be some people who has eyes on you, but there could be more ladders in this ecosystem as well. So there are so many people who wants to help you, including me, including Raghavi, including your professors, including anybody, your mentors, the government. So many people are there to encourage you and to make you bring up. So there are ladders which will help you to grow. Okay, not everybody will discourage you. Even if they discourage you, just have a keen and open mindset why they are doing it. Okay, either your idea should be wrong, or your mindset should be wrong, or the way that you do should be wrong. Okay, so it is not that they discourage you completely and not until or unless they are a useless person. So if they are a productive person and gives you productive criticism, just take it. Okay, now it is not you getting discouraged, it's the idea or the ask that you are doing is getting discouraged. So have an open mindset. So that is what makes you an entrepreneur as well. And you cannot take care of your family. This is a typical myth. It is not true at all. So once you're good, you can take care of your family, take care of the employees' family, take care of employees' family. So everything can be taken care of, right? So it is all about how you see the life and work balance. So until you find it, it's going to be a juggling. It's going to be a terrible juggling. But once you find the sweet spot, you're gonna survive it. And next, you have to compromise on your dignity. Definitely not. Definitely not. Instead, you have to compromise your ego. All right. So compromising your ego, compromising your dignity is two different things. You don't have to compromise your dignity on any scale, but you have to compromise your ego in order to get that break given, right? And male-led companies yield better results. Men, I'm sorry, being a woman, 33% is the higher yielding rate of any women-led companies. If there is any woman who wants to become a superstar in this field, start now. So even it is not because you're a woman, it is because you're strong-headed. It is because you are being driven, right? So there are so many companies which is also male-led, but women-led companies definitely perform better. So girls, if you have any doubts on this, or guys, if you have any doubts or argument on this, I'm open. So do you have any doubts on this slide? Shall we move on, or shall we stick to the style and answer the questions? Any doubts?
No, no, no. Next.
Okay. So if you wanted to become an entrepreneur, what are the do's? So let me finish this thing before you go to don'ts. So first one, believe in you, even if the world is against you, right? So if you wanted to, not only being an entrepreneur, being a successful person is itself is a belief. It's a hope of what you are and what you can make. See, nobody can come and tell you what you can be. Nobody can come and discourage you what you cannot be. So know your self-worth. Okay, so believe in you even if the world is against you. Like if somebody tells you you cannot be an entrepreneur, just step on them, show them how you can be, right? Take it as an inspiration, not as a down look or a look down upon. Okay, so believe in yourself even if the world is against you, right? And don't feel lazy actually, like okay, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it day after tomorrow, or okay, let the time comes. Time will never come. You have to make it. For anything you have to make time won't be given to you at any given point of time. Okay, time is relative. It is not made, it cannot come. Okay, it's relative. It's how you manage. So never ever feel lazy. If you're a lazy person, you're not going to achieve anything. Forget entrepreneurship, even not a clerk job. Okay. So never ever feel lazy. And doubt your skills and learn more. This is a very typical point. I would have repeated this 10,000 times. It is like doubt your skills actually. Just think if the skill is enough to what you wanted to become after 5 years. Just think, is this skill enough to compete with the most intelligent guy in the classroom or in the world who's having the similar idea? Follow the ideas, follow their skills. So always doubt your skill. இது போதுமா எனக்கு, நான் இவ்வளவு இது படிச்சிருந்தா இது மட்டும் எனக்கு போதுமா, நான் இவ்வளவு மட்டும் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டா போதுமா, இல்ல இன்னும் நிறைய தெரிஞ்சுக்கணுமா, கண்டிப்பா இன்னும் நிறைய தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். வாழ்க்கையில தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு என்னைக்குமே எப்பவுமே நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும். So do what actually demands and need it. Okay. So doubt your skills always and learn more and more. That is how you keep yourself against some of the competitors who's out there, right? Be stubborn. So being stubborn is not being egoistic. Again, okay, so being stubborn is not being egoistic. For example, if somebody wants to leave, make you leave out of entrepreneurship just for their cause. For example, if you wanted to pursue entrepreneurship and your siblings wanted to go to work because they have made loans, and you have to again take care of the family, and just because they are giving you the burden, don't do it. Instead, go for entrepreneurship, crack the market, and you will real time I'm saying you, it is going to give you a very even breakthrough, right? So be stubborn for what you want in life. Be stubborn what you will not do in life. Be stubborn what you wanted to do. But do not be the most stubborn person to just make excuses and not to do anything. It's not going to fetch you anything in life, right? So be stubborn for what is needed and necessary and possible, right? It's okay to miss the chores, which means this is specifically meant for the girl students present out there. So the society has actually made a lot of girls to accommodate to always making chores and making them feel guilty if they do not. So girls or guys who does that at their home, and if you, entrepreneurship is not just a lightful journey, it is a tough journey. Okay, you got to miss a lot of things that you want to do if you are in a normal life. It is impacting life. Entrepreneurship is impacting life. It is all about satisfaction that you get at the end of the day. It is going to be a hectic task. So just chores is not your life. Okay. So நான் வீட்ல இந்த வேலைலாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன், அதனால நான் இந்த வேலைலாம் பண்ண முடியல. வீட்டு வேலைக்கு வச்சுக்கிறதுக்கு you can replace a person. Whereas your thoughts, your ideas if it is killed, it's not going replaced by anybody else. Your skills cannot be replaced. The chores can be replaced by someone. So prioritize your life. So what is important and what is not, what can be replaced and what cannot be, right? So prioritize what you want and falling in love with upskilling and non-stop learning. This is what I told you. I keep on repeating this and I do this. Okay, falling in love with upskilling. Upskill yourself with different skills, different stuffs. Nothing wrong. So what wrong is being stagnant? What is wrong is being poised of what you just have right away. Just toxic relationships, toxic friendships, small talks, all these things will lead you never, ever to a good place. Okay. So fall in love with learning. So that's how you grow. Fall in love with people who are very dynamic. Be with people, surround yourself with the people who will take you to the next level, who will make you feel guilty to push yourself to the next level. Not with a person who always makes you the comfort zone, who always makes find kinds of fun and always doesn't want to do anything in life. So your life is going to go stagnant, right? Like a pond that has no value at all. Okay. So fall in love with upskilling and non-stop learning and having a bigger vision and dive towards it with the smaller steps. So our destination should be Kashmir, but we cannot directly go to Kashmir. We have to first surpass Tamil Nadu and then Karnataka, and then the route goes on. So have smaller steps that will make you to reach the higher vision. Have a vision first, right? So your vision is actually the only thing that will drive your life. It can be becoming there is nothing called as becoming settled. Okay, for me becoming settled is like at least having a fat bank account of $35 billion, let's say. So that is being settled for me, but I don't think so I'll get settled even then. So I'll have bigger vision after that. So have a big vision, like impacting thousands of life, impacting 10,000s of life. Your vision shouldn't be okay எனக்கு ஒரு மாசத்துக்கு ₹1,00,000 சம்பளம் கிடைச்சா போதும். Inflation is a bigger ghost here. Okay, so in no time lakh will be like to have tea. So be visionary. So that is how you can be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is leadership, right? It is not just for ordinary people. It is for extraordinary people. So think extra, think visionary, and drive towards it, right? So these are some of the schemes and also supportive stories of the women who feel bragged about it. And for the guys also, this actually inspires. It is very gender neutral, right? So I'll share the PPT. The thing is wanted. So any doubts to them till now? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
So shall we also talk to their students as well?
If any students, if anyone possible, please unmute your mic and question the resource person.
So your voice isn't that audible. It's breaking.
Students, if you kindly unmute your audio and respond to the resource person.
Yes. Please
Students.
go ahead. So this session is for you, not for me. So you can feel free to ask me any sort of questions that is on the top of your mind. If you want me to go in Tamil, I am open for. You can ask your questions even in Tamil. So அது நம்ம தாய்மொழி தானே, தமிழ்நாட்டுல தானே உட்கார்ந்துருக்கோம், தப்பே இல்லை. Never ever feel down for speaking your mother tongue.
Calling for false.
கேக்கல wobble ஆகுது voice. Hello.
Repeat again, Kana.
Hello.
Just go ahead, ma'am. So that students, if any questions arises, you can post it in the chat box. We will enable the chat box.
Okay, let me finish the slide and we'll have open session of 15 minutes. Okay, just dedicated for questions, so that it's not stagnant. And we'll have an extended session if the management actually accepts on the same topic, so that we cover all the things. Okay, and yeah, don't turn on entrepreneurship like constantly listening to others. Like being mentored is okay, but constantly being listening to others, like இது உன்னால முடியாதுன்னு சொன்னா ஆமா என்னால முடியாது அப்படின்னு accept பண்ணிக்கிறது. So all these things you shouldn't do at all. And feeling unworthy, like feeling not skilled enough is very different from feeling unworthy. Like I cannot do it, I'm not worth that height. So that is something very lame. The only thing that differs a successful person and a non-successful person is the mindset. You know why a lion is actually the king of the jungle? It's not the speedest, it's not the biggest, or it's not the furious. It's its attitude. Okay, the only attitude makes lion the king of the jungle, the queen of the jungle, right? So it's your attitude. If you're feeling unworthy, if your attitude is going to be completely being unworthy and always pulling yourself down, trust me, you're not going to go anywhere. Okay, so feel that worth. Be your own king, be your own queen. So that is how you're going to become a leader. Have that leadership quality on the mind first, then alone it is going to get replicated on the society, right? And falling for false sweetness, there are so many people who are going to say, oh wow, you're performing so good, so let me see the idea. Say them, no thank you. Okay, so you don't have to fall for false sweetness. So there can be genuinely sweeter people and false sweeteners. So who is going to stab you on a real time? So know the difference between what you want. That is what I told you. Have that learnability screenability when it comes to the people. So screen people, have the right set of people with you, so that is what is going to push you forward. And always complain others and out of practice. This is one thing that I always tell to any student community that I work for, right? So we used to have this kind of mentality, right? Even uh, after we also uh, come out of the colleges also, this mindset will actually continue, like blaming the government and we not taking even a step towards what we are complaining about, right? So this is one such factor that I always see within the student community, always complaining others and out of factors. Like, I'm why you have to complain others? Complain yourself. Tidum nantrum pirar taravara. It is all about how you react to the situation, how you control, how you take that on your hands. Okay, never ever complain others. You've led them to do it. It is not them who spoiled your life, it is you who let them spoil your life. Okay, it is about you, not the others. It is not out of factors, it's about you. So take control of what it is and stop complaining. Okay, it is very crucial when it comes to the career. So everybody says that, okay, இல்ல எனக்கு இது இருந்தது நான் அதை பண்ணேன், அதை நீ ஒண்ணு கிடைச்சிருக்க மாட்டேன். ஸோ எதுவும் இல்லாம நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்னு எப்படி ஸ்டெப் எடுத்து வச்சிருப்பியோ அதை தான் நீ என்ன கொடுத்துருந்தான்னு பண்ணிருப்பேன். ஸோ உனக்கு என்ன இருந்தாலும் நீ பண்ண முடியாதுன்ற ஒரு மைண்ட் செட் இருந்ததுன்னா பண்ண மாட்டேன், ரைட்? It is not about the needs, it's about the necessity, right? It is about your priority. So never ever complain to others and other factors. It's you who's going to do that. And dependency. So as I already told you, the previous point and the next point, it comes together. So you depend on others for what you have to do, and you complain others if they don't do. So you do it yourself. Help yourself. Right? So not the right time to start. Always thinking that it is not the right time to start. Let the time come. Time, honey, it's not gonna come. As I already told you, time is relative, right? So if you are engineering students, you could get what I'm talking about. But I'm not an engineering student. I love physics. So, and ignorance is the mother of failure. Mother, father, auntie, uncle, friends, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and failure. So if you're going to ignore small points, if you're going to ignore big issues, so definitely you're going to fail. So never ever ignore anything. So start having an eye watcher and watch what's going on your environment. So start skilling yourself, start doubting yourself and upskill yourself. Not sitting stagnant about doubting and being into depression. It's starting to doubt and upskill yourself to become something you wish for, something you're more stronger than today, something that you're not right now after listening this lecture, right? And not supporting each other. So this is the most crucial point that any student community should understand. You can be like, he can be the most pathetic person, but he would have a good talent. Okay, he would have been a broken childhood, but he would have a good idea to come up with. So when it comes to work culture, it is very, very important that you have to accommodate with toxic people, right? So that doesn't affect actually your work or the organizational health. Or you can just pinpoint them what is actually wrong with them to them instead of pinpointing them on their back, right? So support each other to become better, because with the climate change, I don't think so the earth is going to be long living. Sorry, the living beings on the earth is going to be long living. So the life is short. So support each other to grow and have a good teamwork within yourself. So support each other by telling to someone that he's performing well, so he's good or she's good in that. So that is how you grow, they grow, we all grow together, right? So support each other and grow together. Not supporting and bringing them back, like pulling their legs down, is not going to help you either. It's not going to help you to even climb in your career. So it's just waste of time, waste of their time, waste of your time, waste of their energy, waste of your energy. Impact someone's life positively, not negatively, because you never know what kind of wound you're making all those toxic things, right? So this is what is the do's in entrepreneurship, not only in entrepreneurship, even in life, right? And how to identify the business opportunities. So I'll finish it within this. So the business opportunity is, again, the necessity is the mother of all invention and innovation, right? So have a scanner and search for the problems, or how to make it simpler. Search for complexity. So if something is complex and something, you can give it a very easy solution for that. Voila. Okay, it's done. And frame the solution for the problem identified and scale it up. Have a financial model that is robust and can grow like millions and trillions and trillions. Okay, so this is how you start your entrepreneurship journey. And again, just because you found a problem in the area of not your interest, just give it to someone that who has passion over it. Okay, because you're not going to do justice for that. If you're going to touch a business that is not interesting for you, just because it's mechanical and just because it has a market, you're not going to strive on it. So entrepreneurship is passion, it's compassion towards what you do. I love training students, I love influencing people, so that is why I'm here. Okay, if you can't do it, don't do it. So that is the one that I wanted to say. And there are a lot of things that you have to know on entrepreneurship. So this is just do's and don'ts and insights on what it is. So shall we actually jump towards the question session? You can also put it in the chat box, like I can read it. Third topic. Ramakrishnan, what is that third topic? I don't get you. What's that third topic? Let me see what it is. Doubting the skill and learning more. So upskilling, it is all about upskilling. So all about learning new things and new skills and exhibiting it. So any other questions?
A few tips for starting a business.
So
Few tips, ma'am, for starting a business.
okay, few tips for starting a business. So that is what I lastly stopped with. Like find a problem or find a complexity or find a market. So for example, if the season is for starting a business is easy, just find a sweet spot and start whatever you want if you have enough. But starting a startup is what is actually difficult. So starting a startup is where you have to really look for problems, really look for market gaps, really look for innovative solutions for complexities. So that is a starting a startup is a difficult process, but not an undoable thing. Being persistent is actually different. So the tips to start an entrepreneurship is to have passion first. The first thing is to have a mindset to become an entrepreneur and have a bigger vision. Next thing, to find their own passion on what they are up to, what they are into, and find problems in their passionate area, form a solution, go to the market. So that are 4 simple steps to become an entrepreneur, sir.
Thank you.
Right. Any other questions? புரியல நிஷாந்த் கொஞ்சம் இன்னும் கிளியரா இருக்கீங்களா? பயப்படாம கேளுங்க, உங்க ஸ்டாஃப்ஸ் யாரும் எதுவுமே திட்ட மாட்டாங்க. ஷூர். திட்ட மாட்டீங்க இல்லையா? So just don't worry, ask your questions if you have to. So in the session, so it is to give you insights. It saves stuff. So go ahead and ask questions if you have any.
No questions. Thank you.
Is there no questions, sir?
No.
All right. So if there is any private questions, you can always mail it to me, or we can have a one-on-one session if students also ask questions, sir. So for the people who has rendered this wonderful opportunity, thanks a lot, and I cherish this opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, people.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, shall I leave, sir, if there is no questions?
Thanks. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. I now invite Mr. C. Gautam, Assistant Professor, School of Commerce, to conclude the session with the vote of thanks.
I take this opportunity to go through what comes at this greatest juncture. We have the Institution of Admission Council contributing its impact at this series program. It's a two-year program that we have successfully completed. The two eminent resource persons, one is Raja, Assistant Patterns on the Chennai Patterns Office, and the other eminent guest is Rajalakshmi, founder and CEO of Cosmic One Bangalore. The two main personalities, different personalities attached to our students, and really grateful and wonderful lecture from these two. And the second session, Vaishnavi and yes, and startups and business, and the behavior of a successful business person or an entrepreneur. We are students who make use of the ideas and our students who make use of the ideas and behaviors for successful. If time permits, person and our students, and issue that once you come to our campus, you will students because they're very interactive and we really love to hear from you. So that's it for this session. And thank you, Vaishnavi, for joining us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, and the wonderful people over here, and the students who were listening, and the people who has organized it. Thank you so much. So please to let me know if we have to have an extended session. So definitely we can do that. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you greatly for this opportunity. So let me take leave. And people, students out there, make wonders. Any help, please do contact. Bye bye. Thank you so much.
And definitely, if that is true. So thank you for joining us. Students can fill the feedback in the posted in the chat box. Students are fill the feedback in the posted in the chat box. And
students, please fill feedback.